I think I came. I'm really not sure. Wait. Welcome back to another edition of 4skinz, One Mic. This is Brandino coming at you with old Jer Bear. He is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep, I'm back from the dead.
Then
should we
got
clap?
Kenrick and Joe.
Oh yeah,
on
let's
the other
cap.
end.
Let's talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I said let's cap.
Yeah, give him the.
No, don't give me the clap.
Nice.
So let's talk about what we're going to talk about here.
Well, what is it that
Start
we're
off
going to
with,
talk about?
We got this horoscope thing going on. There seems to be an issue with last week's podcast on our reasoning behind why we don't like or why we don't believe in horoscopes. You said last week that they were bullshit.
I did say they were bullshit last week. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. I did say it was
And in a
bullshit.
way, I mean, we all agreed with you on that one.
Yeah, even though I wasn't here, I still agreed.
Yeah.
But we got some bad feedback on that one. So
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say it was bad feedback. Joe was the one that actually got the feedback from it.
yeah, true.
I did.
Yeah. But I remember him telling me about it, and I was like, wow, our first piece of hate mail. And, Joe was like, yeah, well, it's really not that bad. It's just, I don't know. I guess they wanted to open their religion up to us to a degree. But either way, we decided to do this. I'm still trying to get over this cold, but I'm a lot better than what I was. I would say a solid 95%.
Right.
But we did this. They offered to read our horoscopes and do it the correct way, which prior to that, I always thought it was reading the newspaper and then, reading your sign for the week. But apparently there's more to it than that. So, that being said, we all have our horoscopes, and we were going to read them aloud and basically judge each other's horoscope to see if it was bullshit or not. But apparently from what I'm hearing, at least one of us may or may not be bullshit. Just from a couple of excerpts.
Gee, I wonder who that is.
We'll get to that in a minute, though. But I don't know who wants to start first. But we'll go around the room just like
man.
grade school.
Dude, this was a lot of shit to read.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I really didn't think it was that much to it.
Well, I mean, we're 3 minutes in, literally 3 minutes in. We did that big ass, long ass, fake ass intro, and
Yeah.
of course, I guess
Hand
it
blown
wasn't.
glass. Perp skirt.
Perp skirt?
Yeah.
Perp skirt.
God, I haven't watched that video in forever. So, I mean, I think we could blow through these, and get right into our weeks, because I know I had a hell of a week last week, and
Yeah,
Jerry...
I had a hell of a week.
Yeah, Jerry had a hell of a week. I mean, I don't think his was a little bit worse than mine.
I just had a week.
Yeah,
What happened when
so.
I died that week? Yeah. There's a story behind that.
Yeah, but we'll get to that. But yeah, Jerry and we're both Aries, so
Yeah,
ours should
Are
be pretty
basically the
close.
same,
Yeah,
except for what was it? Our moon or some shit like that.
They're your moon signs.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
yeah.
So really, like Kendrick, if you just want to read that, and then we just
Yeah,
come off
just
our
give
moon.
yeah, just moon everybody.
Just let's moon
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah, let's just fucking moon everybody.
Yeah, they can't see it.
All right. Well, so Aries, if anybody who doesn't know anything about zodiac signs, for each, I don't know, for like a segment of the year, each sign is something. Why the fuck am I explaining zodiac? Everybody knows what the hell a zodiac sign
It's
is.
12 goddamn zodiacs. Like it or fucking leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jerry and I, we were born in the same period of the year. So we're both Aries. It's between the March 21st and the 20th of April. Sun sign, well, it says Aries. I don't know. The sign is the Ram. Ruling planet is Mars, which is great because they just found water on it, so we're gonna stay hydrated. Gender is masculine.
Goddamn right.
I guess that's another gender that we can add to the list. The element is fire. The element is fire. Quality is cardinal. I don't know what that means. And the color is red. So right off the bat, that's bullshit.
You're a fucking red bird.
Well, but I don't like red. I'm more of a blue man or black if I'm feeling angst.
Right there with you, brother.
Yeah. Birthstones are diamond and heliotrope. I don't know what heliotrope is, but it sounds cool.
It sounds light.
Sounds fancy.
Yeah. Well, probably. Compatibility is Taurus and Virgo. Non-compatibility, Leo, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Don't know what any of that means. So the fire signs. Fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, consumed passion, which all too often, however, takes the form of self-love and burning ambition. These are the natural stars of the zodiac. Firestones are the leaders, especially Leo. King of the jungle, the most imperious of all the signs of the zodiac. Aryans can burn, which that's a really weird thing to call us, Aryans. Yeah. That whole Hitler thing kind of ruined that. And I'm just saying that, and it ruined Michael Jordan's mustache. No, because Michael Jordan had that mustache. He was rocking it for a while.
But the thing is you don't look Aryan at all, Kenrick.
Yeah, well, no, I don't. But still, I'm getting called one. So is Jerry.
Yeah.
So they just assume you're master race?
Fuck, I don't know. Far from it.
All
right. Let's see. Either way, their passion is based on a childlike desire to get their own way. I don't know. Sometimes. I wouldn't say all the time, but sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Well, as far as I know from you guys, like most of the time, you guys have anything you wanted, like you worked for. You didn't sit back and was hoping somebody would hand it to you. You actually went out and fucking got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've always been pretty hard to shop for, and Jerry is too, because pretty much anything we want, if we want it bad enough, we go out and buy it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's hard to buy something for somebody who already owns everything, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know what this other picture means, but it just says Mars. So
Mars bars.
Tell them Mars bars sent you. Yeah.
I think that's your planet, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Planet.
So that's cool. Water and all. They're gonna find alien life there. So Mars was the Roman god of war. Jerry likes God of War, so that's a +1.
That's a damn good game. It's game of the year.
Is that your planet too? So, because it would make sense. No? Nothing? All right.
What?
Mars was the Roman god of war, from whom we derive our word martial. Aryans are ruled by warlike Mars, as are Scorpions, although the latter are now also ruled by Pluto. Is Pluto still considered a planet in the
Neil
zodiac?
deGrasse Tyson's chicken. I don't know about the zodiac.
What?
I know Neil deGrasse Tyson's chicken.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Play on words, motherfucker.
I
Oh,
thought you were talking about he had a chicken that was explaining how Pluto is no longer a planet. Because it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah,
Dude's
no,
fucking
but
genius.
he was the one that denounced, I think, that Pluto wasn't a planet, and he hate mail
What?
shit from it, like
That
death threats.
son
Yeah,
of a
dude.
bitch. Fuck him.
Yeah.
And his chicken. Mars gives Aries its fiery zeal, courage, and then that's all of it, Joey. That's all you sent me. Oh, that often amounts in foolhardiness and it's an explosive
Wow.
temper.
There
It
you
bestows on Scorpio its red-blooded sense of drama and angry passion.
Yeah.
Tuesday is sacred to Mars. Why? Why is Tuesday?
Because it's Gone with the Wind.
Um,
I can do this all night, man.
I don't know. Tuesday is not that amazing to me. I mean, it's
Yeah,
never
it's
been.
not.
Friday's my day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday, because it's the last fucking work week.
That's I mean, that's weird. Tuesday is sacred to Mars.
It's the day after Monday, man.
So?
What's it got to do with anything?
I don't know.
Anyway, masculine signs.
I was trying to.
You was trying to what, Joe?
I don't fucking know. Leave me alone. I'm just gonna sit over here and get some more of my drinky food. So continue.
All right. The masculine
drinky
signs are Aries, Gemini, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Masculine traits do tend to be accentuated in the fire signs, which are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. I don't know what any of that means.
Me neither.
Where's Miss Cleo when you need her? Masculine signs are dominant and
died.
assertive. She didn't die, did she?
She did die. She died.
she
she
didn't.
croaked.
Quit.
She
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah, she gone.
I gotta
When?
look this up. Hold on.
Years ago.
This.
2007, I believe.
I don't. What?
Look at Brandon predicting the past.
Died July 26th.
Close.
You said 2006.
All I heard was July 26th, and then Brandino says close. I was like, okay.
2016.
Oh, damn. You were
Damn,
11
so
years off, but okay. Or wait,
Yeah.
Yeah.
something
No.
like that. That doesn't. That's
9.
not right.
Side.
9.
How come I didn't hear about this?
Yeah, no shit.
Because she was a scam artist.
Yeah,
She
but
was the
she was
shit.
like the most popular scam artist on the face of the planet when she came out.
Dude, I remember my sister bought some like healing stones off of her.
Goddamn healing stones. Were they
She like,
What do
heliotrope?
those do?
I don't know what the fuck. They were crystals, man.
If
they
they
were,
weren't
like, supposed to
heliotrope,
glow
I'm
and
not
shit.
interested. Masculine signs are dominant and assertive, often to the point of being pugnacious and extroverted. First of all, pugs are not my favorite kind of dog. If I had to
They're not
choose-
very nacious.
Yeah, they're not very nacious. I would prefer a German Shepherd, which I guess is why they call me Aryan.
Yeah.
So-
Oh.
Ha.
Nice.
Fucking Nazi.
They are natural leaders and rulers, showing fiery initiative and are fiercely protective of others in their care. I could see that last part on both of us, Jerry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely have a big care for those, or protective of those we care about.
Oh, yeah.
But that's anybody, really. Anybody with a heart is going to care
Yeah.
about the people that, or be
Unless you're these
protective of them.
douchebags out here that don't fucking give a shit.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess that's, I don't know. I guess that's a Gemini, am I right? Oh! Let's see. They are pioneers and visionaries, conquerors of new lands, and the first to achieve great things. They tend to tackle things themselves and can be impatient with others who are less assertive. Maybe? I don't know.
Well, this doesn't necessarily mean your my sign's up there too, somewhere
Sorry.
at the very top. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Brandino's not as assertive, I guess.
But he's not a masculine sign either. Whoops.
What are
Yeah.
you trying to say?
Whoops.
I don't know. I mean, I
Calling me a
guess
sissy
maybe.
boy.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess. I mean, we don't really get impatient with Brandino. I wouldn't say.
No.
I don't
Why
know.
would we get
I mean,
impatient with him?
maybe annoyed. Would that qualify as impatient?
Wow, this is new information.
This episode
You know what I
is
mean?
disbandment of the 4skinz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Next
breaking up,
week's
guys.
podcast: 3 skins, 1 mic.
Again.
Yeah,
Yeah, again.
and possibly forever.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no. All right, so I'm reminded of the time that we were setting at, what was it, Shunzing? And you were just debating about messaging this woman. And I kept telling you, and I was like, dude, you got to message her. Granted, that did not work out at all.
It did not.
But, it was, because you just kept debating back and forth. And I'm like, dude, just message her. What's the worst that could happen? And, I wouldn't say it was annoying, but it was
Yeah.
like.
I feel you. Okay, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I still do that.
Yes, you do. You still do that fucking shit.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But negatively, masculine signs can be egotistical, arrogant, and cruel, and dismissive of the needs and feelings of others. All right, fair.
Damn right.
They can be troublemakers and rebels, violent, belligerent, and inclined to subversion. I don't know. Well, I guess it says they can be. I guess it doesn't say
Yeah,
that they are.
Oh, yeah, we all can be fucking cruel.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's literally anybody.
Yeah.
But literally
more
anybody can be egotistical, arrogant, and cruel. Hey, Brandino, when was Tony Stark born? He's egotistical.
I really don't know when he.
Great, you know
How
when
the
Miss
fuck
Cleo
do you-
dies,
yeah.
but you don't know when Tony Stark was born.
I
Yeah.
was 9 years off, man.
Well, fuck it, I guess. All right, yeah. I mean, that whole egotistical, arrogant, cruel. That's all. That could be anybody. That honestly could be anybody. I don't think it's necessarily. But I guess the way that they have it worded, masculine signs can be. So that's where they get you. It's like, when you have this sweepstakes and it's like, enter for a chance to win $1,000. So really, you're only entering, and then you're only entering to get into an entry to win, kind of, sort of.
Yeah, what you said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. Everybody got quiet, and I was like, well, maybe what I said didn't make any sense whatsoever.
Not at all.
All right, let's get through this here. Cardinal. Those with a strong cardinal quality to their chart are traditionally supremely ambitious and perhaps somewhat ruthless in getting to the top. Maybe. Their sense of determination inspires others, although they themselves will continue to take the lead and initiate every new project. Cardinality?
Something
Mommy?
like that.
Also represents new beginnings. Aries. Arians are volcanic in their desire to get ahead and will not stand for any opposition. Energetic, forceful, and competitive, they rush the headlong towards their goal and are not above skullduggery to get their own way. I could do some skull digging.
It's better than skull fucking.
Is it?
That's
Is
what you
it?
do after you dig them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
good point.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do with a skull once you've dug it up? Fuck it. That's right. You're going to fuck it. Because, what else are you going to do? I mean, I guess you could make like an ashtray out of it. That'd be kind of cool.
Or you can like hang it up on your wall as a souvenir. You know,
Yeah.
do something fucking normal with it.
Yeah, hanging a skull up from your ceiling is normal. Yeah.
I read this and I was like, okay, I've got to be about halfway through this, and I am fucking not. There is a lot of shit to this.
Yeah.
Because it's talking about the sun, it's talking about careers, ideal partner. Let's see. Let's skim through this. Blessed with abundant energy and drive. That's bullshit. They have no time for laziness. That's also bullshit. Let's see. Excellent motivators. I could deal with that. I can motivate the shit out of some people. Jerry is good at that too. Jerry's really good at motivating people.
Yeah.
True.
So I could see that, but abundant energy and drive and no time for laziness. I'm one of the laziest motherfuckers I know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm lazy as fuck.
Yeah. Let's see. Aries represents springtime, the burgeoning of new life. There's a childlike belief in miracles and things coming right. Maybe. Often, though, this blind faith is justified. Let's skip through this shit here. There's an attractive naivety about them, an ability to find energy, resources inside themselves when everyone around them is burned out. No. Often they seem cold and afflicted with tunnel vision. I guess what that means is, like, once you have your mind set on a goal, you know, you're kind of focused on it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. To them, the end usually justifies the means, even if the way to the top involves methods that are questionable or even ruthless. I could kind of see that in a way.
Definitely.
Let's see. Disarmingly frank. I don't even know anybody named Frank. Let's see. They're good
Don't
with
remember
words.
Frank the Tank from high school?
I don't know
Frank
who
the
that is. We're not supposed to mention names, Joe. So, way to fuck that up.
Dude, do you know how many fucking Franks went to our school?
What about Thomas the Tank Engine?
Frank Engine?
Yeah. The Frank Engine, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 2, there's 4, there's 6, there's 8. There's Frank, and he's a fucking tank. I got nothing, man.
Did we go to the same school, Joe? I don't think we did at this point.
No, probably not.
They are good with words, but all too often use them as a weapon and can be cuttingly sarcastic and dismissive. Okay, I could see that last part.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
Let's see. Profoundly self-centered, they rarely bother to see themselves as others see them. No, that's not true. I try to keep a... I don't know. I don't know what the hell I try to do. Let's just push forward. Career. Their energy and disregard for their own safety or comfort makes Arians pioneers at heart. I think I skimmed through this one, and there was something that was bullshit in it. Let's see. There was something in here. Oh, yeah. Money making is usually incidental to their ambitions. That's bullshit, because I am all about money. The reason why I switched jobs was for money, you know.
The reason I'm keeping this job that I got now is because of the money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Typical Aryans are better at making money for others than for themselves. That's also bullshit. Because I focus on me. Not really. I don't know. Which, I mean, I guess... I don't know. I guess maybe it's giving financial advice, maybe. They are ill at ease with repetitive jobs, which that's bullshit because the job that I have now is very repetitive, and I enjoy the hell out of it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, I mean,
you
go in, you do the same job every day, and yeah, it gets boring, but you know what to expect.
Yeah, you know what to do when you walk in. Like, I do the same thing every fucking week. But it's boring, yeah, but I love it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
There's
you
no,
know.
like, unexpected problems, really.
Yeah, yeah. That was the thing that I didn't like about AT&T because I didn't know what the hell I was gonna do.
Yeah.
And it just because you never know what the hell people were gonna come in there and bitch about, whether it was their bill or their girlfriend is in their phone reading their messages or something. And it's like, dude, I can't control that. That's your fucking girlfriend's problem, or boyfriend for those out there. They thrive on challenges and have an enviable capacity to concentrate on the job in hand. I guess I could see that. Relationships. Passionate and incurably romantic, Arians tend to need joyous sex and close relationships throughout their lives. I could kind of see that, yeah. I don't know. Rows will be frequent and always demanding. All Arians will expect rather than give support. I don't know. I don't know about that
I don't know about that one. No.
Let's see. They can often be very vulnerable, and the wise partner soon realizes that they need to be encouraged and praised constantly. Although they will love their spouses, parents, and family devotedly, everything begins and ends with their perspective. That's anybody. You're going to have a perspective on anybody.
Yeah.
I don't... Ideal partner. Let's see what this says. Ideal life partner belongs to one of the earth signs, Taurus or Virgo. The ruling planet Venus is the perfect counter to Martian extremism, softening a tendency to see life as a series of all or nothing challenges. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. However, their introversion can irritate the average Aryan. Compatibility. Oh, the moon is in Leo, which this still doesn't make any sense to me. The moon sign Leos are generous, noble, and encouraging. This is a lot of fucking shit. So I'm gonna go on the limb and say no. Who's next?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He said no.
All right, Jeff. Who's next?
Oh, me? I'm up.
Yeah, I didn't know
I'm
you
up.
had one, but go for it.
Yeah. I am. All you guys are grouped together. You guys are actually pretty close together. How I found fuckers, I don't know, because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm all the way at the end of the fucking year. My sign, I am the Archer or Centaur. My ruling planet is Jupiter. Masculine. Element fire. So that's the same as would be the same as Aries. You went over that already. My quality is mutable. My colors are dark blue and purple. My birthstone is turquoise. My compatibility is Aquarius and Libra. And my non-compatibility is Cancer, Scorpio, and Taurus. I knew most of that shit except for the compatibility. But as far as my planet goes, like I said, it was Jupiter. It says here, Jupiter was the Greco-Roman of plenty, also known as Jove, or in ancient Greece, Zeus. Traditionally deemed a lucky planet by astrologers, Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, and is associated with joy, plenty, philosophy, and all matter of academic study. Happy-go-lucky and naturally disposed to be optimistic, Sagittarians do seem to embody the air of cheerful expectancy conjured up by Jupiter. They accept that anything can happen but have little fear for the future. Feeling instinctively that fate will take them, Jupiter's sacred day is Thursday. I personally love fucking Thursdays because that's payday for me.
That's okay, yeah. So I could see
Yeah,
that. But I mean, what if you changed jobs and, it was Friday? Would you be more fond of Friday?
Well, normally, be honest with you, normally on Thursdays, like, I don't think I've ever had a bad day on Thursday. Like, normally Thursdays go pretty well for me.
Yeah. You know who they did
But
go
then,
well for? The Native Americans on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
I guess
Oh,
generally it did go well. It just didn't go well after that. I don't know. I'm pretty
Good
sure something
point.
bad happened on a Thursday.
Hey man, we fucking eat turkey and watch football every year on Thanksgiving. How's that bad?
Yeah, good point.
It also says here that my sign is mutable. Those born under the mutable signs are always on the move, either physically or mentally. They are restless, versatile, and flexible, hating routine and any form of strict discipline.
Um,
Yeah, I need you to help me out. I need an outside
I don't
thought
think
on
that's. I don't think that's. All right, what was it again? Read it again, cause.
God damn it! Now I gotta go back. All right. It says those born under the mutable signs are always on the move, either physically or mentally. They are restless, versatile, and flexible, hating routine and any form of strict discipline.
That's contradicting though, because you were saying that you were. Oh, well, I guess it was saying you hate routines. I could kind of see that because you fuck with the Rubik's cubes and shit a lot. So you're always kind of
Yeah.
challenging your mind, which it said nothing about challenging in that statement.
No.
So. But it would mean that you have like a restless mind because you're always thinking, right? Of course, we all are always
Yeah, I am.
thinking.
Yeah, we're all. But
Yeah.
but I know I've come to you guys with about like these fucked up like get rich quick schemes or like, hey, we should do this, like or hey, we should try to do that. Because I remember I went to Kenrick one time and was like, hey man, we should get in the meme game and we should create a meme. And it turned out to be a fucking owl with red lettering. That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, I
We
saw where
laughed
you
our
shared
asses
that.
off. Yeah,
Not
we
too
laughed
long
our
ago.
asses. We laughed our asses off at it, but nobody else fucking understood it. And
No,
we
hell
were
no.
like, yeah. So you just post this because it doesn't make any goddamn sense, and the process repeats. That was my thought process on it. I don't know.
Well, I guess to a degree you do kind of have like the positivity thing because on all of these get rich quick schemes, which if you could get into the mindset of getting rich slow, we'd be doing a pretty damn good job at it right about now. But
Yeah.
you do kind of have like a positive outlook, which to be fair, I did too, and none of my shit said anything about that. Because
Well-
your ideas are usually pretty good.
Because you're not as cool as Sagittarius.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
I don't fucking know.
I don't either.
Okay, so
Continue with the read.
It's on the table. Okay. It says Sagittarius, always on the move, always with an eye on the next project, lover or ambition. Sagittarians are very mutable individuals. They become unhappy, sometimes to the point of becoming ill. They are expected to conform. Sagittarians are delightful people with unbound energy and relentless curiosity about life, but they frequently lack energy necessary to follow projects through their conclusion.
I don't know. You usually tend to follow through with projects, like anything on your
Yeah.
music and this.
Yeah,
So-
very much.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have spent 33 fucking minutes talking about this. We're
I-
going to lose so
I
many
fucking
goddamn
don't.
viewers. Listeners. Probably
We are.
both.
Ah,
This is a
fuck
lot.
it.
Hey, this is
a
some
lot.
interesting stuff, though. We're
No, it's
learning-
not. No, it's
No,
not.
New
it's
thing.
not. It's not.
It's really fucking not. This
I'm
is-
trying to read through it fast so you fucking pay attention.
Well,
All right.
fucking,
Get it.
It says the sun in Sagittarius. The sun sign Sagittarians are some of the most likable folk around. Open, optimistic, enthusiastic, and tolerant. Their ruler Jupiter is traditionally supposed to be lucky. This is the largest of all the planets in the solar system. Does seem to bestow very positive opportunities on Sagittarians. Possibly this is because their attitude actively invites such opportunity. Exuberant Sagittarians are adept at inspiring and encouraging more pessimistic and cautious souls, although they can be appallingly foolhardy, getting themselves in some worrying situations. It says,
fascinating.
many... Fascinating, yeah. It says, many people born under the sign of the Archer find it hard to concentrate for very long on any one subject unless it captures their imagination. And they can give their whole selves to it for hours. Their keen, restless minds are always looking to the future, trying to be one jump ahead, and often succeeding at being at least two. The joyful Sagittarians have an infectious curiosity and are an interesting blend of the studious and the very physical, for they are essentially outdoor types.
No,
Kinda.
I don't see you as an outdoorsy type, but now you do, as far as like the restless mind thing and all of that. Like, it goes back to the Rubik's Cube, because like I've seen you fuck with that thing for hours on end. And I will never forget that night you got that Homer Simpson Rubik's Cube, and all goddamn night, that's all you did was fuck with this thing. And you finally, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and you finally got this thing solved. And what the fuck did you do? You fucking fucked it up again. And I mean, you solved it within about 10 minutes that time, but I mean, you literally went from like, it was like 6 or 7 o'clock that night all the way up to like 3 in the morning. It was ridiculous. So I could definitely see that.
Yeah. Well, when I was younger, man, I used to go outdoors a lot. Like where I lived at in Virginia, the bunch of wooded area behind the house. And dude, I just fucking stayed in the woods like all the time. I don't know what the fuck changed. I think TV started getting good and video games started good, so that's probably what the cause was.
That's mainly what happened with me.
I was never an outdoorsy kid.
I know.
I'm still an outdoorsy kid.
The only time you were an outdoorsy is when I came over to your house and we went into the woods to chop off limbs to put hot dogs on.
Yeah, dang. I remember that.
I remember, we had a machete, dude, and we were just like fucking hacking at trees and shit for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, we'll get a call from like the FDA. No, not the FDA. What the fuck are they?
FDA.
EPA.
FDA?
That's it.
EPA.
Yeah, FDA.
Oh. Yeah. Are those like the PETA people for trees or something?
Yeah, kinda, to a degree. I'm sure there's a PETA. It's probably like FETA. Or no.
You're sure? Are you sure it's not feta?
It could be TETA, like,
TETA.
trees. What the fuck does PETA even stand for? Preventing
I don't know.
Extreme
prevention of cruelty to trees.
What if I know?
No,
I don't know.
It's like prevention of extreme totalitarianism.
Directions to animals?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Are you done with that read? Because this is getting
no.
fucking bored. God damn. Continue.
Sagittarians are also inclined to philosophy and religion, although they rarely become fanatics. They love discussing their ideas, often late into the night, and are happy to share their home with a large number of very diverse people.
Are you sure about
That's
that?
bullshit. Yeah, I do. No, me and my own home. Now, as far as like philosophy and religion, yeah, that shit like interests the fuck out of me.
But it interests everybody to a degree because people don't know what to believe in.
What's so funny about it is I remember last time, right before I moved down here, I worked for Nautica, and there was this dude there, man. He was a Jehovah's Witness, and like he tried to get me to become one, but I was like, nah, I'll have to pass. But like the next day, he brought me this book. He was like, well, here, read this book, man. You might be able to find your path. And this book was like full of fucking religion, like all different kinds of religions. It was actually a really interesting book. I wish I never lost it.
You should have told him you were a part of the Jehovah's Witness Protection Program.
I couldn't do that, man, because he was like one of the like cool people that I worked with. Everybody else was dicks.
No, yeah. Wonder what his sign was. It's probably Aries.
Probably. It says, however, excessive Sagittarian energy can be disconcerting. People born under this sign tend to flit from job to job, lover to lover, and home to home. Some may never settle, remaining life's gypsies. Other people find this restlessness disturbing, especially the more security-minded materialists, such as Taurus or Virgo, whose home is their castle.
Huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But my moon is Aquarius. It says unusual and fascinating, well-read and knowledgeable, stubborn, eccentric, and intractable. May preach tolerance, but can be most tolerant of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then that's about all I know about shrimp.
That's all you know about shrimp. Thank the fuck Christ. Brandino, you're going to have to speed read, man, because we're 40 minutes into this. We're 40 minutes
Jesus
into bullshit.
Christ.
God damn.
And
I think I can cut this pretty short.
yeah, cut it pretty. Talk about the venereal diseases, because that's what people want to hear.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't want me to pave the road to the venereal
No,
disease?
go ahead, pave the
straight
road,
to it.
but
Yeah,
For the
well,
love
go
of
ahead
God,
and tell
make it a
us
short
what the fuck you are.
Okay, I am a Taurus, sun sign, Taurus, of course. Sign is my ruling planet is Venus. Gender, feminine. Wait, what happened? Was it the bull? The
Continue.
element is Earth. Quality fixed, whatever that means. Color green. Birthstone emerald. Compatibility Aries, Taurus, and Scorpio. And non-compatibility is Aquarius and Sagittarius. So, what happened there?
It's loading.
Okay.
Loading.
Loading. I have no internet connection. Oh, that's wonderful.
Uh-oh.
Just read it from there.
Read it.
Alrighty, Earth signs. The signs ruled by Earth are Virgo and Capricorn. Each manifests this element in different ways. However, in all cases, Earth makes those born under these signs more practical, sensible, and stable than most. More grounded. For example, Arians may be the great explorers and adventurers of the zodiac, but it is Taurians who follow behind, set up camp for them, and arrange provisions.
that's true
So right
because
on.
you sit down a lot.
Hey, I set up that camp. I sit down in it, though. Let's
Yeah, but
see.
you don't provide provisions though, because you can't cook.
I can microwave like a son of a bitch, though.
That's not cooking.
You're gonna bring a microwave to a camp.
Damn right.
How you gonna plug it in?
Yeah.
They got stuff there to plug them in.
Trees.
Some of them
Fucking, they're
Yeah.
gonna call FIDA on you.
do. All right, Venus here. Venus has always been associated with beauty, harmony, and love. So I am beautiful.
You
the
are
name
beautiful,
comes-
Brandon.
Thank you, sir. The name comes from the Roman goddess of love, who also governed clothes, finery, and luxury. And here we go. The negative side of Venus is expressed in venereal diseases, which were once thought to be caused by an excess of Venusian influence. So,
Damn, you and those illusions.
yeah.
You and them damn venereal diseases.
That's fucking hilarious.
It's that Venusian influence.
For
we
the
have
record, though, because people don't know you. For the record, though, you don't have venereal diseases, right?
No.
That we are aware of.
That we are aware of.
Exactly, that we are aware of. I am
Clean.
So that's all that matters. So as long as we get that out there, because we don't want people to
Yeah.
think that Brandino is ridden with
I don't have
venereal
bumps
disease.
or anything that I know of.
Bumps.
Everything looks as it should.
Yeah, 'cause you definitely don't want bumps.
No, that's how you get bumps.
By having them? That's true, yeah. I guess
Yeah,
that's
very
true.
true.
Influence. That
Yeah.
Venusian influence will give you bumps. Let's see. We have an appreciation of beautiful things and a love of sex. I will totally agree with that.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, but
Exactly.
yeah, who doesn't? I mean, mine was joyous. You think just because well, I guess mine and Jerry's, just because we called ours joyous doesn't mean that we don't love it, right?
Exactly.
I think mine says that yeah, I like the sex too.
I like these sex.
I like the sex.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're artistic and in tune with our intuition, and
You're
maybe
autistic.
psychic. Autistic.
That's not funny, goddammit. We can't be talking about I said autistic people. You know. Damn it, Joe.
We are.
Now, Autism Speaks is not going to be a fucking sponsor for this podcast. So you fucking ruined another one. So we're like 0 for like 500 now as far as sponsors are concerned. Appreciate
Fuck it.
Joe. Thanks.
Fuck it.
I'm still hoping we get that sponsor for Nutter Butters.
Hell, I'm hoping for a Monster sponsor.
That would be nice.
Monster
I
sponsor.
don't,
Say that 5 times.
I don't drink
fast.
Monster. Yeah, monster sponsor. Tell them Marge sent you.
But let's see. We are carers and nurturers, inclined to take a back seat and worry over the well-being of others. I would say so. We're the power behind the throne.
kind of see that, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can see possessive, mean-minded, vindictive, clinging, and over-emotional.
Yep, you were definitely over emotional.
Definitely.
True, very true.
That's a joke.
I was sitting here wondering, I was like, did everybody think this, or was this because
Yeah, this is totally new to Brandon.
Yeah, I'm learning a lot with this. See, we hate change and often refuse to adapt to new circumstances. I will agree with that. I'm not a big fan of change.
That's right, because you're just now rocking an iPhone 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like how they changed Edward Norton to Mark Ruffalo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like Ruffalo.
Yeah.
He reminds me of
Fan.
potato chips for some odd reason.
Because you know why? Because he looks like the Pringles guy. His hair.
I was thinking of Ruffles, but yeah.
Oh, oops.
Yeah.
Then forget I said anything about him looking like the Pringles.
That's Gerardo Rivera.
Who?
Gerardo Rivera.
I don't know who that is.
He was a... Never mind.
The
Continue.
news guy?
Yeah.
Let's
looks
see.
more like the
I
Pringles,
lost my
dude.
spot.
Oh,
Damn
shit.
it, Joe.
All right, we
Sorry.
don't like spontaneity and do like to know where we stand so that we can carve out a distinctive role for ourselves that will last unchanging throughout the years.
I could see that, yeah.
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 Seek harmony but can suffer real emotional hardship just to keep the peace. Okay. My ideal partner, I seek emotional and material stability, could do a lot worse than spend our lives with another Taurus. Although sparks will fly should both these obstinate natures clash. Okay. Inclined to be faithful and carry the same values throughout life. So I
That's
think that
anybody, though.
about covers it.
That's
Yeah,
really
true.
anybody. You know.
No one wants to be in an unfaithful relationship.
Yeah, and if you don't hold on to your values, what do you have? Put that on a T-shirt. Probably is on a T-shirt.
Probably.
Yeah, a little bit late.
Yeah, well, fucked up on that one.
Yeah.
All right,
But yeah,
so
that covers it.
does that mean we're done with this bullshit? Because I can't believe we talked 50 fucking minutes for this.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn.
Yep, this is going to be a
Bang the
long
gavel
talk.
when it's
Son of a
done.
bitch.
It's
Yeah,
done.
so
It
we
was
may go
interesting,
over
though.
on this one just because
Yeah.
we've still got more shit to talk about. I still have to talk about Ashley's soft ass at AT&T. Well, I guess I can cross that off now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, it's I don't know how to describe it. It's petite, it's small, same thing I just said, but just different. That's how horoscopes work.
If you could compare it to another, like a celebrity's ass, to give us a better idea of what this ass is like.
Why would you compare it to a celebrity? We have touched a celebrity's ass.
Well, I mean, as far as shape and what it looks like.
I don't know. I don't know any anorexic chicks. She's
Oh.
pretty small.
So for an anorexic chick, does she have a nice ass then?
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's pretty, about as curvy as, a straw could be,
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Is it a smackable ass?
Well, any ass is smackable, right?
But if she's anorexic and you slap it, does she break in half?
Probably.
What
I
I'm
don't know.
saying is, when you smack that ass, does it make a smack sound?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, any ass is gonna make a smack sound.
No, I don't know, man. Some of those make a plat.
What kind of fucking asses are you smacking?
Some flat asses. I mean, you make
Okay.
You got the plat and the
sir.
smack.
You, sir, are smacking wrong.
I don't know. Maybe I am. I can't.
sure you're not,
wipe
like,
ass or
punching it?
smack
Yeah, I seen that in a porno once. Guy just starts fucking punching the shit out of this girl's ass. Do women like that? Let's talk about that. Let's get that for a viewer, listener insight.
Exactly.
Do women like to be punched in the ass? In or out of joyous sex? I think we were supposed to talk about body mods. I don't even know if we have time for that. Do we have time for that?
I was actually kind of excited about that, but
Well, let's talk about it.
running out of fucking
Yeah,
time.
fuck
I mean,
it.
we
Who
still got
cares
plenty
if
of
it
time.
goes
Fuck
over?
Exactly.
We got
People are
another
gonna be
half
tuned
hour.
in for this.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah. All right. So body mods. You know, it's like when you put a spoiler on yourself to make yourself more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what you talk about, because if you talk about tattoos and piercings, like, I don't really consider that to be body mods, especially nowadays. I consider body mods to be like stretching of the ears, dermal implants, yeah, all that good shit.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
So what's the question about it?
Oh, there was no question. It was like, well, she had put it into perspective as far as like tattoos and piercings. But I'm kind of with you on that. You know, tattoos and piercings are such a norm now that it's not. You know, I'm with you. I don't see that as a body mod.
So
anymore.
all right. So what about tattoos and piercings?
What about them?
Well,
like
what like that's what I'm asking. What is the question? We're going to talk about body mods.
I mean, I guess they were asking more of like what we like and what we don't like.
Pretty much, like what, on a female or just in general?
I guess.
I'm not going to talk about anything.
What the fuck is this? What is this picture that you sent me? Who the fuck is this?
Oh, that's the Pringles can, man.
Oh yeah, that is the Pringles guy. That's Geraldo Rivera?
Yeah.
Well, I'm left out of the loop.
I'll forward it to you, Jerry. I
Thank
just
you.
looked down and saw I got a photo.
Thank you for
What the
looking
fuck
out
is this?
for me.
Let's see. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that to Brandino. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But
Oh, yeah, okay.
he does look like a Pringles.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
I mean,
Like the pizza flavor.
that's so
Yes.
accurate. That is so accurate. I can't even begin to describe
Fucking told you. Fucking told you.
it.
But yeah. Like,
So
what we like on a female or?
all right. Well, I guess. All right. So for me personally, I would probably never get anything pierced. I did have my ear pierced probably in like 6th grade, which was great at the time, but I ended up putting like a fake earring in and it fucked it up, and I just never went back to it. As far as now, I would probably never do it again or get any other kind of piercing. I just don't think it would look right on me.
Yeah, I wouldn't pierce my ears either.
Did you have yours gauged? Right? And silence. So we're going to take that silence as yes, he does have them gauged.
Yeah, I got my ears stretched out.
Yeah. So obviously, you know, but you had to start out with a piercing at one point.
Yep. Yeah.
But I mean, I
started at,
guess what you're saying is you would
gauge.
never do like a piercing, like an actual piercing. Is that what you're saying?
No, I probably would. I don't know. I thought about a couple. But I'm glad I didn't do it.
Yeah.
As far as tattoos, I never got into the whole addiction thing. Like I just got one, and you can you can ask Jerry. Like I contemplated on getting that shit. We were in the tattoo shop, and Jerry was like, "Yeah, before you gonna get it?" And I was like,
It took you forever.
Yeah, it took me forever. I was like, I mean, it didn't hurt, well, especially where I got it. And after that, I wasn't like, I need another one. You know, that just wasn't me. I think it's just because I don't have like a super addictive personality.
Fucking total opposite for me. God.
Yeah, Jerry's tatted up.
Jerry's
Jerry.
Yeah, I've got an entire. My right arm is a sleeve basically, and I'm working on my left arm.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Plus
my legs are. I'm on my legs and one on my chest too.
So are you gonna do like the leg sleeves, or I guess those aren't sleeves. It would be leg socks.
Basically.
Leg knee highs.
Socks. Yeah, basically.
Pants, right? Really?
No, because I won't get my fucking thighs done or anything probably, but I'm getting like my knee down done on both legs. My back is going to be entirely covered. Both arms and my chest will be covered.
Yeah. Damn.
Then maybe my thighs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, eventually you'll run out of space. I don't know. I feel like you might do thighs at some point.
Yeah, I will do thighs, but
you should get a tattoo on your nuts.
Fuck you. How about new?
Yeah.
What would you get tattooed on your nuts?
You could get one that says may contain nuts. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'd rather not go in that area.
Yeah. Brandino doesn't have any tattoos.
Yeah, you're the only fucking loser
I
around
know.
here.
I'm in the process of getting.
He's had his ears pierced though, right?
I did. Yes, I did.
I remember that. That was like what was that, like 2012?
It was, yeah.
That was years ago.
Shit.
That was back in the day, sitting sideways.
Yeah.
I thought about getting my nipples pierced.
Woo!
Why?
I don't know. It just seemed cool to me.
Didn't you say
get
you had
pierced.
sensitive nipples?
I do have sensitive nipples.
Wouldn't that ruin the experience for you?
Yeah, true. But I mean, it was. I don't now, but at one point I did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
I mean, if I know at one point I debated like a tongue ring, but I'm glad I never followed through with that shit.
See, I wanted that too, but now it's kind of like, it's too much of a hassle at this point.
Yeah, that shit's kind of, I don't know, it's just too much. I couldn't imagine learning to, because I mean, I feel like you would have to learn to talk again.
Yeah,
or something
basically.
like that, you know?
Well, I think your tongue swells up, so you sound like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
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 You can't really eat for a while.
Yeah, you can't eat shit. Yeah.
I did know a guy that had like his tongue gauged. That was fucking gross.
Woo!
Yeah, because like he had like this gigantic fucking knob in his tongue, and it was fucking gross.
Ugh.
And he used to
weird.
play with it all the time, and it's just like, can you not do that, please?
That's not cinnamon.
But,
not cinnamon.
I mean, I have 2 tattoos. I want more. It's just they're not like a priority on my list. I'm actually thinking about getting my first one covered up. I saw this really cool alien like half sleeve, and I just thought, like, wow, how fucking cool would that be? If I knew that I could get my first one covered up with that one, I would probably do it.
You probably could, depending on how it's laid out.
It's pretty dark from what I've seen, and it's actually got color in it. So I feel like it should cover.
That would work out really fucking well then.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm thinking about doing that at some point. But as far as like body mods on anyone else, I don't really have any objections. I will say this, not every woman can pull off like a chest tattoo.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
It's, for me, it's very few. I mean, you do have those out there. Kat Von D, she's got her chest tattooed, right?
Yeah. Which I think it depends on what you get also.
Yeah. That plays a big part of that.
Yeah, I've seen women with like words across their chest, but it doesn't go like with the collarbone or neckline. It just goes straight across their chest. and it looks stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little too much for me.
Yeah.
Like I said, it takes a very specific woman to pull off, for me personally, to pull off
Right.
any kind of chest tattoo. And I love titties, man. I love titties too much, so it's like, why fuck with those? You know, they're
Amen, brother.
perfect. You know, they were made, they're voluptuous, they're there, and it's like, don't fuck with that. Just leave them alone. You know, everything else, go for it. But, you know,
So,
titties, leave the titties alone, man. Put that on a t-shirt.
Let me ask you this, Kenrick, because you're the one that only has like more tattoos than anybody else besides me. Why do you get them? Like, what's your motivation to get them?
Good question.
Because me personally, it's a stress relief for me.
I wouldn't see. I've only got 2, so I don't know if I would deem it as a stress relief. The first, well, the 2. I said the first 2. I guess that would make sense. The first one, I got it because I went with you to when you got that one tattoo, and I was like, damn, that looks like a lot of fun. It'd be an interesting experience.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting it, and it was really, I don't know, it was just a really great experience. And it was
It's
almost
almost
it's
euphoric.
like, yeah, it's kind of like relaxing because
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, you've
when
got
I
this
get mine
constant
done.
noise going. You've got that feeling. The second one, I wanted another one because I don't know, I kind of like the feeling of it, and it makes sense with the whole euphoria because your body's releasing what is that chemical? Epinephrine, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Talking about endorphins?
Endorphins. What the fuck? Epinephrine. Wow. Yeah, it's releasing endorphins to. It's releasing endorphins, to ease the pain, and of course, too much of that, will cause a euphoric state, which is how heroin works, ladies and gentlemen.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Also, coke too, right?
Fucking
Sign
love
me
heroin.
up. Fucking give me some Coke, man.
Yeah, but I don't know. When I got the second one, I won't say where I got these done, but I will say my second one ended up being way better than my first. And in a way, I kind of wish I had waited.
Yeah.
Just because, when I look at the other one, it's like, it's old school. I like it. Don't get me wrong.
Well, you also kind of rushed it in a way too.
Yeah.
So you put some into it, but you get 2 things. Like, you rushed it, and you got a really big one.
Yeah.
To start off with. Like, my first tattoo was like probably 5 inches, I guess. The Reaper that I had on me.
Yeah. I remember when you got that.
Yeah, that was my first tattoo, and I got that at 18. So, and I put a lot of thought into it. It took me a good 6 months to figure out what I wanted.
Well, I know when I looked back on it, I remember finding pictures of like the same tattoo that I had wanted, and this was from years ago. So the design and stuff was there. It was just, I don't know. Looking back on it, it's I don't know. I can't explain it, but I don't think. Like I said, if I knew I could get it covered up, and the cover up would look halfway decent, I'm probably gonna do it.
Send me a picture of what you found or whatever,
and
I could tell you if it could be able to be covered up or whatever.
I will do that because I actually have a picture. Actually, I have 2 pictures saved.
And really, I can send you to a damn good artist. You guys know him.
Yeah,
the ones I go to, the guy I go to.
Yeah.
So,
I think with the
gander at
color,
this.
though, I think it would definitely.
oh yeah, you can get covered up, no problem.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because the one now is in the middle, and I think this would really. I'm gonna pay out the ass for that one, but
Yeah, you're gonna pay out that fucking ass for it, but that would be a damn good cover up.
It is pretty cool.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll be. What about you guys? What as far as like mods on like your significant other or anything like that.
I mean, I really don't care as long as your face doesn't look like a fucking metal junkyard.
No, I don't. I mean, I don't care. I don't care either.
I mean, either way, like, really give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of like upper back tattoos.
Why?
Like between. I mean, it depends on what you get. Like me, I like doggy style. So when I hit the girl from the back, and I see
Put that
the
on a
kid's
t-shirt.
name,
It's called target practice, son.
I know,
Yeah.
but when you see, like, say she's got kids, and you see her kid's name on her back.
They'll be on the back, they're usually on the wrists.
Well, I have made sweet loves to some women with their children's names tattooed on their back, and I don't know, it doesn't do it for me. It kind of ruins the experience of my favorite position.
So, what if they had like a portrait of their kids?
See, that's even worse, man. That's even worse.
Yeah.
You like throw a towel or something over her back. And just
Yeah, but
Target
what do
is
you
target
tell her?
practice, man.
A face is a face, you know.
Which kid do I want to bust on today?
We gotta edit that shit out, dude.
Fuck no, let's leave it.
No.
Hey, it goes with it.
dang. Fuck hell.
Holy fuck, dude.
That's gonna be on CNN.
Yeah. God damn
But
it.
yeah, I mean, you don't want the kids' faces or their names. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't do it. Like, especially your own kids. Like, say your wife has your own kids' names tattooed on her back. You know, you don't want to see that while you're boning her.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see it, but I mean, it would make you last longer if you read through it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's one way to look at it.
I mean, but you're honestly paying attention to that?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard not to.
But you got to find a focus object,
man.
you know? Like they say, think about baseball or something.
What?
You guys never
Yeah.
heard that?
I've heard of that.
Yeah. Jerry's with me. He knows
Think
what we're
about
talking about.
baseball or...
Aries,
Yeah.
man. We're
You
sticking
think
together.
about like your
Grandma
grandma
naked.
naked or something?
I just said that, right on.
Yeah.
I was
I
just
didn't
thinking
hear you
about
say it.
fucking.
Well, I mean, yeah, you think about that too, but I mean, you know, you obviously want to, you know, get them where they're going too. I mean, you know, I feel like I
guess
said
that's
naked
true.
really weird. Looking back on that.
Like,
Would you say naked?
Naked. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it's just, I don't know. You just got to think about other shit to keep from, you know, getting anywhere to any time soon. I mean, you know, you want to enjoy it, and you want them to enjoy it. So think about baseball. Think about the Sandlot. You know.
or how Jerry's weeks went.
That's right. How did Jerry's week go?
Segway.
Like how I did that shit, huh?
Pretty
I do,
good,
I
yeah.
do.
Nice.
It's called a fucking transition.
For people who don't know what a transition is, it's a showbiz term.
Yeah, or, yeah.
Well,
Thank you for the education.
the week I died, to do that way. Well, let me explain why I died in the first place. I have excruciating back pain at the moment because I have a nerve in my back.
Ooh.
And walking, my job requires me to walk through the fucking woods, like 4 miles a day, I guess. And doing that makes my back hurt really fucking bad. So I went home and I passed the fuck out. That's why I was not there last week.
Yeah.
But during that week, we were walking through the woods, marking boundary line, the government boundary line. And as we're about to finish up, we hear somebody in the woods yelling at us, like, hey, you're on my property. In reality, we're on the government property. We ain't on this motherfucker's property. So on the way back to the truck, dude comes out of the woods, meth head from hell,
Oh God.
Teeth missing and everything. he walks up to us. He's like, "You are on my property." No, we're not. We're on government land. Your property's over that way, not over across the fucking road. He's like, well, he pulls out a fucking gun.
Holy shit.
Yes, he pulls out a fucking gun. I think it was like a 9mm or some shit like that. I don't fucking know. A little pea shooter, basically. It looked like one anyway. But I was about to pop a cap to somebody's ass, and he cocks the gun. And I'm like, I just look at him, and I'm like, dude, you don't want it. You're nothing but a fucking meth head, and go fucking smoke you some. Because you ain't gonna fucking do anything.
Oh,
I
shit.
laughed at him, and he was just standing there in utter disbelief, basically. And I just walk off. And we get back to the truck, which is a good, like, quarter mile from where he was. And the next thing you know, we hear some fucking gunshots go off. I'm like, this fucking...
Jesus Christ.
If I had the fucking mindset, I would have coaxed him down into the woods, like, on government land. Because you can't have firearms on government land. I would have called in on the radio and got them to come basically arrest his ass.
Shit.
But I didn't have the mindset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would have been probably.
So yeah, I got a gun pulled on me at work.
Holy shit.
Damn, been there before.
Yeah.
Have you really been there before, Joe?
Yeah, well, not at work, but.
Wait.
God damn, that echoed.
It did.
Son of a bitch.
So what was the story on the gun getting pulled on you, Joe? Shit.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's talk about how your week went.
Fair enough. All right.
Segway.
Well,
God damn.
so my week last week, I was still trying to get over a cold. Not that fucking mattered. I actually went out on a date last week. Believe it or not.
Oh shit.
And yeah, so I had met this girl on Tinder, and you know, we kind of moved things really fast. You know, it wasn't long at all before we decided to go out.
Make coitus.
Yeah, coitus.
Yeah.
Fornication.
Yeah. The butt fuckery.
But you know,
old-fashioned ski.
I'd went over to Harlan, which is not that far from me, and she actually lives there. And we decided to eat at the Mexican restaurant. And you know, everything's going great. You know, it's cold, it's a little rainy out, but it's not the worst. And you know, without getting into too much detail, because I think she listens to this podcast, we ended up going somewhere to talk. And funny thing was it was actually a graveyard, which was kind of scary at first, and then it just kind of lame. It just kind of became less scary as time went on. But anyway, we spent probably 2 or 3 hours there, maybe. Then all of a sudden, you know, she had to pee, and by that time I was like dying of thirst.
Yeah. 1 + 1, yeah.
A whole lot of talking going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk a lot, your mouth gets dry, and
I agree.
Yeah, somebody has to pee.
yeah. So
did she hook you up or what?
what with pee?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, that's where you were going with it.
No, well, so we go to McDonald's, and you know, she goes to pee or whatever, and I'm like, damn, I'm thirsty. I'm gonna get something to drink. So I got none of this matters in the fucking story. I don't know why I'm telling this. So anyway, you know, my glasses are all like smudged up, you know, And
From talking.
How close were y'all talking?
we were talking pretty close because we want to make sure we heard each other when we were talking.
Okay. It's
And,
loud in those cemeteries.
cemeteries are very loud. You would be highly surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everything's stoned.
What was funny, like what made us get out of there was there was actually somebody that had come up there, and like they just sat right there in front of us, and I just knew for sure like blue lights were gonna happen, and I just waited for it, and it seemed like they just sat there forever, and then they just backed away like it was nothing. So I don't know if like we were in their spot. I found out later that it was somebody looking to see if she had actually gone through with the date or whatever. But anyway, it was just really a freaky moment.
Gotcha.
But anyway, we decided to go to McDonald's, and then I was complaining about my glasses. I'm very OCD about them. I hate them being dirty. So I was like, hey, before we because we were going to go to Walmart, because there's really not much to do in Harlan, especially that late at night, because it was about 11 o'clock. And I was like, hey, let me, if you don't mind, let me go and get my microfiber towel out of my car so I can clean my glasses.
What the
That's
fuck?
what they call it nowadays.
Yeah.
I know. That's what the fuck I call it. It's weird. But we're sitting
Just
there,
say-
and we're talking. We're actually talking. And I'm looking over at her, and I can see my car behind her. I mean, she's parked next to me. There's a parking spot in between us, but I can, see my car in the background as I'm talking to her. And all of a sudden, I just see my car jerk back and then jerk forward again. And the first thing that went through my mind is like, did my brakes just fuck up? And is my car getting ready to roll off the hill? Because where I had parked, there's like a hill behind the parking lot, and I like snapped around and looked, and I saw this truck just fucking like try to leave in a way, and immediately I just got out of the car and I just started cussing this guy out, and I did not mean to cuss this guy out at all. Like, I was trying to be professional, but I don't know, like anybody who
Fuck
knows
came out.
me. Yeah, anybody who knows me knows that I love my car. Like it's my car. I paid for it. I worked for it.
That's your baby.
Yeah, and it's my first car, so it's like even though the car may be somewhat of a piece of shit, it's still my piece of shit.
Yeah, I get that. That's the way I am with my truck.
Yeah, and so immediately I just saw red, and I started cussing this guy out, and I was like, dude, I know you did not just fucking hit my car. And I'm like cussing this guy out and everything. And he's got his window rolled down, and they worked at the Mexican restaurant. They all had the shirt on, from the restaurant. And I mean, if they're Hispanic, you kind of put two and two together. It kind of makes sense. And, the restaurant's closed at that point. So, but I'm cussing this guy out, and I'm like, dude, you better fucking have insurance. You better have insurance, or I'm calling the cops. And this guy was like, no cops, no insurance. And I was like, dude, you better fucking have insurance, or you better give me some fucking money. And the guy like looked, and he just kind of thought about it for a second, and he was like, okay, how much? And I was like, I had looked at it, because like the dude kept wanting, he was like, let me park. I was like, no, dude, like turn the fucking truck off and take the keys out of the ignition. And he was like, no, let me park. And he just seemed squirrely, like he was just really trying to get out of there. But I'm glad he didn't, because I didn't really want to get into like a chase with this guy. And I don't know how fast an old cop car would be to a new Dodge Ram. I don't know if they have a Hemi in that or not. I would assume that they do.
They do.
Yeah. So, I mean, I could probably keep up, but, I mean, that would be about all I could do. So, anyway, this guy, I mean, he puts it in reverse. He parks. And I'm looking at the damage, and I'm like, $500. And he was like, okay. And he goes into the restaurant, comes back out, and he's got $500. He gives me $500. I count it, and I smell this alcohol on him, and I'm just like, I don't know about this. This guy's been drinking and driving now, and this whole situation. She's telling me to call the cops. So I ended up calling him anyway. I ended up being that asshole. I took the money and then called the cops. They got down there. Of course he was long gone. I gave him the plate number and everything. I don't know what Harlan Police Department is going to do. I hope they do something. I don't care to give the money back, but, I don't know. I mean, I would rather my insurance pay it because they would pay more. I would actually come out ahead in the long run. But, worst case scenario is I do have $500 to fix it. And I did get it estimated, and I got quoted $300 to fix it. That's the good thing about my car. Fixing it is cheap, and it's a tough car. So as hard as he hit it, there's really not that much damage. The grill is fucked up, the header panel is cracked, the bumper is scratched, dented. But as far as major damage, there's really nothing wrong with it that I could tell anyway.
Yeah.
Sam.
That's the good thing about it, though.
Yeah. I was so pissed, though, when he hit that. Like I have never been that pissed before in my life.
Yeah.
And that truck was absolutely full of people. And I didn't know. I was waiting for them to, get out and try to fight me, but none of them did. Everybody was very quiet in that truck, which is impressive. But, yeah, so that was my week. I've been having to deal with that all week. Every time I walk back to my car, I see this fucking messed up grill and painted bumper now. So
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah. That is where I am now. But yeah. But anybody else got any interesting stories for their week before we wrap this thing up?
I don't.
Of course you don't. You sit on the fucking couch all day.
That's what your sign says. Your sign says that you're very grounded. So
That's
Couch
it.
potato. Yep.
you've got a date coming up, don't you, Brandino?
I do.
So I've
Tomorrow.
heard anyway.
Well, I guess technically today.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Oh,
if the snow doesn't fuck that up.
Yeah, exactly.
So what
supposed to
time
be
when are you
really
supposed
cold.
to do that?
I'm supposed to do it. It's going to be in between 2 and 3 today. Saturday, for those who are listening at a later time. So, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
So I
not
hope
bad.
all goes well.
Well, hopefully it
Yeah.
does. Hopefully our relationship podcast did not. Hopefully it's changed, so we'll have more stories we can touch on that. I can tell you right now, though, I don't think we're ever coming back to this horoscope bullshit ever
Yeah,
again.
no.
I mean, God bless your friend, God bless her planets, and all that other shit. But Joe, this shit fucking sucked. We spent 50 goddamn minutes talking about fucking zodiac signs, and what little bit of listeners we have left now at the end of this podcast, we gotta fucking suck their balls or something, because they're troopers. They're the real heroes. They're the real MVPs.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
So
We appreciate it.
You were,
Oh, yeah.
Damn, you were the one that was reading over that shit, and you were, maybe. Maybe. Nah, we don't
yeah,
know.
that was my
Sure.
mistake after I realized how long it took. And then after that, I was like, son of a
fucking
bitch.
Sent you this shit yesterday, and I was like, read over. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sum it up for you guys. That way we get through it quickly. And she was like, no, they got to read the whole fucking thing, or otherwise I'm gonna cut your balls off. And I was like, yeah, nope, take it easy, Kenrick. You're reading this whole motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm sorry about you and your balls, man, but that's just too goddamn much, man. And I mean, it
doing
didn't
that
change
shit.
my mind. I mean, everything that I heard,
Heard.
yeah, everything that I heard, I mean, it It could be anybody. I mean, I heard shit out of Brandino's. I heard shit out of yours. You know.
Yeah.
That sounded a lot, like me. I mean, I guess if you believe in it, it's something. It's something. I mean, to me, it's something for you to believe in. That's how I look at it. For someone who doesn't have a very good relationship with the Lord, they need something. they need something else to believe in, and so they go to that. Which it's all fine. I mean, that's if that's what you want to do it. I'm not knocking it, but for me personally, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Where's James Randi when you need him?
Not here.
Yeah, no shit. It'd be cool as shit. We could get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
I'd let him talk 50 minutes about zodiacs and how they're bullshit. But, I don't know. We're at a solid hour and 25, so yeah, we should probably wrap this up.
I think your balls are good, though, Joe. I mean, if not, it's a great topic for next week's
yeah. Like, what's up, everybody? I lost some balls.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be an interesting topic of conversation, talking about Joe's balls and the lack thereof. So
what life is like.
But let's hope that's not happen. Let's hope this not happens. I can't talk.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for the sake of this podcast, Joe, you may have to lose them.
For the sake of this podcast, it's gonna go fuck itself.
All right, 3skins, 1 mic it is.
Yeah.
But
3skins, no balls, 1 mic.
Yeah.
6 balls, 1 mic.
It just sounds like we just have no courage whatsoever to do anything. When you say it like that. 3skins, no balls.
Yeah.
1 mic.
1 mic.
Fuck it. Well,
we should get a guy named Mike on this podcast.
My name is Mike.
Oh, shit, it is!
Oh, damn.
I forget that every time that your first name is Michael, and it blows my mind.
Yeah, we just fucking talking to his face and shit.
Dude, I'm all for that. Next time we're all together, let's just talk into Brandino's face. And,
hell yeah.
It'd be hilarious. Be like a weird Bukkake video. Be great.
I've seen it.
All right, but yeah, let's for real wrap this thing up before we get to an hour and 35 and people start complaining.
Complain artist.
But I think we talked about everything we were going to talk about for the most part. If not, there's always next week.
Yes,
so
sir.
I think that is going to conclude the third episode.
Third episode, yeah.
Lucky number 3.
Lucky number 3.
It was nice to be here this time.
Yeah. Well, we hope you're going to be here more often. But we definitely understand
risen
if you fucking
like
die.
a 72-year-old man on Viagra.
What?
What?
He said he was dead. I said he was risen like a 72-year-old man on Viagra.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Chuck,
Anyway.
he's-
Well, I don't know what the hell Joe's talking about, but I know what the hell I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
that's going to be the conclusion of. We should
4
get
skins, 1
Viagra
mic.
as a sponsor because I mean, hell,
We shouldn't. We're
would
way
be
too
cool.
young for fucking Viagra. If you
You're
want
never
fucking
too young
Viagra-
for
You're never too
Viagra.
young for Viagra. Yeah.
I've
You're never
never
too
taken
young.
Viagra.
What's the first thing they say in a Viagra commercial? Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough. What healthier heart do you need than someone who is young?
But if you have fucking ED at our ages, goddamn, guys.
You don't necessarily need it. You just kind of tell the doctor, like, hey, I'm having a
Well,
hard time
I
getting it up.
definitely know I don't fucking need it.
Well, no, you may not need it, but
I was going to say I may need it.
you think you need it?
Yeah.
I don't have ED, but I mean, it takes a little while for me to get going.
How long does it take you to get going?
It takes me anywhere
God
from 10
damn.
to 15 minutes sometimes.
God
God
damn.
damn.
You
yeah.
have problems.
takes you
You know,
15 minutes to get up.
It depends on the situation.
All right,
Tragic,
worst
you know.
case scenario.
Now are we talking sex?
She has her
or
children's
spank?
name back.
Yeah, that'll do it. No noise during sex. That'll do it. Like if you're just laying there, and I'm doing everything I can to get you there, and every now and then it's just.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
that'll kill it.
So,
Alright.
Viagra, if you're out there listening, I guess it's the Pfizer company?
Yeah.
Pfizer.
Pfizer.
Whatever. Pfizer, Pfizer.
You're the fucking doctor.
If you're out there, we would love to have you as a sponsor. Brandon will need you.
Yep.
You know, I say we get some Viagra and then we do this podcast with rock hard boners and see how well that works out.
How do you know I
Rock
don't
hard
already have
throbbing
one?
cocks.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
Either way, seriously though, let's wrap it up. So that's going to be the end of the third episode. We hope you made it this far. We hope this episode is not that long. We hope it's been entertaining enough to where it doesn't seem that long. But either way, I think that's going to be the end of it. And
Drop your suggestions in the comment box if we have. Is there a comment box?
I think we are going to talk about doing a social media page. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout for that. Facebook, everybody's on it. If you're not on it, get it. You know,
Yes, sir.
shout out to Facebook. Maybe we can get a sponsorship from them. Do they even sponsor people?
I don't know.
Either way, that's going to be the end of that. And hopefully we will see you next week.
CIAO.
Later.